Morning and welcome to another edition of the program Sports Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And I'm Jaffa Mans Davis for this edition, and today inside this edition of the program Sports Update Extra, we'll look at the sporting sector, challenge them, and waiting need for be done by the new NSA boss we don't be recently be appointed. And for Kaipu talk more about this, we the engage one of the civil society that wouldn't take some very long term inside the world of sports with now Alfonso Manley. Alfonso, good morning and welcome to this edition of the program.
Yeah, good morning, Jaffa. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Yes, plenty thank you for joining me today inside this edition. Fambul, yourself where they listen to it from wherever they get to from. Members say able for be part of the program by where you go use the number 077 981 981. The number again 077 981 981. Or you can join the conversation already Democracy Facebook page by way how you go use the comment section at the Facebook platform and self YouTube platform for make a contribution and ask questions. But the different thing that we'll look at inside this edition of the program Sports Update Extra. And I'm Jaffa Mans Davis again for this edition, and with me in the studio I get Alfonso Manley. Alfonso, again, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes, today we'll talk about the challenge them now the football, now the sporting sector in general. For you, sporting sector today and sports sector now, development or retrogression? What do you see?
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, today and now there have been a lot of progress. Along those progresses, there have also been challenges. Because you go tell me, say, in those days, like we say first term, if you compare until now, if person say progress not there, then that person they not done they follow sports. But there have been tremendous progress and tremendous development, but not without challenges. And also one for reach at sports, we not all reach the 8, but we did not the path for reach the if only institution and you want them we were involved in sports do the right thing. I believe say we go reach there.
Yes, we don't see this behind them. We see sports and discipline them over time. Like when you talk about some of the progress they would make, go to the president for showcase medals or thing they will only get from international competition. That are one of the big signs of the progress they would able to make. But again, we get issues of participation for make then sports and discipline. They had a showcase them sport. We get some sport that were very interesting, but people never know about them. All of them one in the now the side of the sporting discipline them way not only where they should see they not only play their own part for contribute to the sector, but on the same turn again, then self can ask for support where they can say they not only get from government. Then a buyout clause for each one of them not they get voting and deserve.
Thank you very much. You see, the reason why make government establish the National Sports Authority now for ensure say they promote sports, they encourage, develop, and supervise sporting activity. When you say sports, it comprises of various disciplines. Each and every discipline very important for the growth of this nation. But also, there are some disciplines way more popular than another. And you also get some discipline we get political undertone where politicians believe say this particular discipline as a government, if I not put money there, I will get backlash. Example, like a football. If Leon Star for go play any qualifying series, whether for Nation Cup or World Cup, if it not go, that government not go get rest. But if they say judo for go, taekwondo for go, boxing for go, they not go. It not make sense or they not go, or in no good way they not go. But that kind of repercussion where it go get if not football, then discipline they not go get them. So I make I say each and every discipline important, but it gets so way much more popular than the other. I think we can cause that one day. Over there, as people they don't go for believe say football, athletics, now the only 2 disciplines. If you look at school level self, we then can say school sports. Now, athletes on school go do volleyball, then go do tennis, then go do basketball. But when they go through, you go tell me say na football and athletics. Where you understand, you go begin if na primary school, you go get sack race, egg and spoon, the other stuff then they. So they don't begin put another mindset for say the two sports in discipline way important, not only football and athletics, but that's not so the case. The number of medals where karate don't carry it, Iboku. The number of medals where judo don't carry it, Iboku. Athletics, Iboku. But in terms of football, when are the most popular game or like, you go agree with me, say the number of medals where they don't carry it, very, very limited. From then they will win zone 2, we will qualify for go Nation Cup, we not win the Nation Cup 8, we not even cross second stage 8 for progress. So, this institution, government count and forget fair play. And that they want for talk about. We for don't come to the realization for no say, Section 22 of this act, if we be implement and find this National Sports Authority, where they talk about the establishment of Sierra Leone Sports Foundation, and also they talk about anti-doping, but that limits myself to the establishment of Sierra Leone Sports Foundation. This now documents where the authority and the ministry, we come to policy now the ministry for prepare, for go learn a parliament, for see how governments for raise sustainable money for support all sports in discipline. How? If you prepare these documents, you able convince governments and governments understand say the multiplier effects of sports. For instance, if Premier League they play, you will they sell Kolwata, you will they sell bread and fry, you will they ride keke, you will they ride Okada. Una all they make money, you will they sell drinks. Una all they make money, you will they make club. Una all they make because we finally reach one club, make them can go make the land and then club entertainment. So they all they make money, you understand. If they will convince government say these documents we don't get them, we want to not buy in. Nothing wrong for like a presidential dinner. President can sit down, Minister of Sports sit down, other 2-3 stakeholders sit down with journalists, civil society for discuss this in a round table for say, hey, the money they get from petroleum, let 2% go now this basket fund for sports, we legislator. The money they get for telecommunication, let 1% go now this fund. All members of parliament, no member of parliament, no they Jaffa, where they campaign, when they talk about sports, or when they use football, or when they use sports for in campaign message. Say all member of parliament, man, that is salary where they get 500 leons for going at this fund every month. All police officers, none of them will not exports for pay 1 leon. All military officer 1 leon. If they able to convince governments we establish this, and you want to they come for mining license for pay certain money at this fund, Jaffa go find out say all of the discipline we register with National Sports Authority as long as you don't present your plan because all that team or their institution.
This document where they talk about according to the outgone executive director of the NSA, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, then we don't do all the process, we don't come out to the office of the Attorney General. I think it say the document they now the Ministry of Sport office, they wait for implementation. I think if we go on a parliament for get in approval we need.
When it comes to them policy, we for go on parliament and ministry they take the lead. National Sports Authority Executive Director can give technical advice. But other for can go na cabinet, other for can go na parliament, na the ministry. In the development of this, na the ministry for take the lead and no other body. The ministry can call you for consider for giving and decorating technical inputs. The ministry will call NSA, it will call NOC, it will call other sporting stakeholders, they all for consider. We get expertise. And it will even invite the committee for sports na parliament. For consider and develop this. So if NSA develop and that's not to the role, now the ministry for take the lead for develop anything in a policy documents.
But people like saying that the implementing body of the ministry.
So implementing no means they develop policy. I not say for implement. I say policy development.
Okay.
When they don't develop that policy, now you go implement. It's suicide the role kind side. But when it comes to policy, only and solely the ministry takes the lead. Even this act for review, now the ministry in work Waiting the ministry give you as NSA, now you for work by. Anything in a policy, now the ministry dey for. You understand? And then we don't get this issue back and forth. Even when the ministry been called one conference for logo review, the NSA was not there. So I dey tell you, say if we establish this fund, then the next stage now, I just want for ladies, let people don't understand. We for ensure say each and every discipline gets a plan. Where them for don't submit.
Than the way most of them not get better administrative knowledge.
So now this way they campus. Well, let us ladies fine, let the public okay. I don't tip on this business. How we go ensure say let each and every one get plan? How down they go be? Firstly, all them association that them for go register with UDA, National Sports Authority. You get the responsibility for scrutinize the way they go register. For say indeed, you're not supposed to be association. You not get what it take. I not go register you. Because as long as I register you, they look for support from me. For that support you. You forget the capacity for the local competition. You forget the capacity for the all sign at the country, at least at regional level. But you forget the capacity for work with schools them.
If some of them not able to meet to some of them threshold there, so and you deny the registration, it go help for kill the sports.
Listen, when you say sports are discipline, you get threshold. Even a stadium, if FIFA come, they can access you stadium, law say CAF. They say not fit for them to play. If they kill the discipline, they say go play in another country. You get threshold from it. Now that perception though don't get in a salon. You get threshold from it. Not just get boxing association for boxing association. Why do you have this association? What's in your own part? Now make some of the sporting discipline there. Now handbag. Now only the president and the sex know what's in there happen. Now then go write the international association. Then go say people then for travel. The people that don't go put for travel. Not so people that will get business in the sports and you know that. You don't see them case today. So I try for tell you waiting for obtain for make sure see all the sporting discipline I get support. More like don't get new executive director. Now that NSCD. Now some of them try for focus. One, work with the ministry, convince the ministry for develop this fourth foundation document. You get people that will give very good input, like Ahmed Kanu. Apart from when a politician will be minister of sports, you understand? Ahmed Kanu get vast knowledge in sports administration. You get the current president of NOC, Prince Wale, their knowledge. You get Koroma, AG Koroma. You got beaucoup people them. Once these documents you able to convince government, Jaffa, these documents able to raise at least 60% of resources for their sporting discipline, rather than the allocation they can to Ministry of Sports. By the time they use all that money for football, what's in the other discipline and they get?
Yes. Even with that, you talk about a point about how for the NSA serve as a bridge. Even when you get popular sports them and the non-popular sports them, there's a lot of things about whether or not they talk about and support. We go listen to a few of some of them disciplines they also about their own concern. They need small support for do their activities. They need other things them for do them. How do you create that balance for make sure say even when football are the most popular, but other sport them at least for the year, they get their own small chunk where they're able for apart from the international support for do other thing them.
Now the first year I don't tell you so. That discipline they forget a plan of your activity for that year day or for 6 months. Where if you don't submit to National Sports Authority, so they don't get as record for say this 2026. We don't begin so inside January. Volleyball long can give we. Then get 2 international travel. Then get local. Then get this. You understand? If you don't the ball too, they see that happen. Like where this discipline for travel next week. Now this week they send out that document to go to NSA. But to NSA they send out finance and say, "But una safe."
In all of this, you think say even NSSF get the right capacity for do some of them here because like what you talk and some of the contribution I just give, it is sense say even though you want to do the right thing, some of it they fear say certain decision might help for kill the interest of the sport na the country.
Like whose decision?
Like what I talk about how if you don't meet some of the criteria the way NSA go set for register, and then when they don't meet, you say, well, because that discipline now would they take this kind of action and things like that.
Let I ask you, you go form an association where you not get the threshold, you not able to get the basic standard, how you go promote our sports?
So how does you don't tell anything in the form?
Good. Now I make government cow this body for regulate sports. Where they regulate sports, you get rules and regulation and guidance. Where each association, I make you get the director for sustainable sports.
NSA don't they regulate like this word we talk about for regulate the
if
the
NSA
sector.
look to that registration fee where they are they go pay, don't they register all kind of association we not get the capacity. Now the problem with the face of my brother.
No, for you, they don't really they play that regulation role.
Then they plan but get challenge. Firstly, how me believe say NSA for work, NSA for get very good relationship with the Ministry of Sports. And that body, and that ministry they born NSA. They forget very good relationship. Very good collaboration for them. You understand, eh? One of the big mistake we make we enact NSA, the director of sports, now the technical advisor to the Minister of Sports, and not the permanent secretary. And they repeat this. The director of sports, now the technical advisor to the Minister of Sports. But when you look at the composition of the board of the NSA, now the permanent secretary they. The permanent secretary, where government go send and that, it can be saying no anything but sports business. But it's a be administration. How for administer the ministry run. If you go sit on at that board, whose technical advice he go give? Now the director of sports for Sidon Day and the director of sports and the chief technical advisor to the Minister of Sports. Therefore, the vision of the minister guy while the government go with sports. Now the director of sports they go communicate on that body. We look the board in order day. And when we go for go review that one day, we put on day. The reason why I make in order day, I'm not going to tell you now. Because I want to go back to them.
Why?
Yes, for reason like you say, let's sleeping dogs lie. And I don't want to go back to that one day. We don't move past that one day now. But what I don't say in sports, they're going to know the reason why make not be put the director of sports day. They're going to know that reason. They are the way they listen me, so we don't say they're going to know.
So the one that they listen, no need for no?
No, I don't want to go back. You see something that we don't pass, you don't find out go back to them. You either they step on as somebody in toes and on don't move on.
Okay.
I know I don't go to that one day. For let peace prevail.
So,
don't not go to that one day. But the minister says if we go to that forum day, everybody be agree. Say that technical person from the ministry for the parts of this body also. Wait for they na the board. So when the board they go meet for decide anything but NSA, waiting a government policy, director of sports gonna say they intern them.
So how do we sanitize all of this for make you think say the public sector reform unit need for come inside for set the record straight as to order for
they have done that. They have done that. Now then they lead to this review the all go. The PRSU. PRS, everything PSRU. They don't do their review there. They don't find out the gaps them. They don't present their reports. They don't can go cabinet. Now that one they lead to go sit down for review all them documents there where NSA not been go. I will get what they call ranking, national ranking. I will get code of conduct. I will get national sports policy. All of them things there now based on the PRSU review. Now I make we get here one day. How we gonna occasion? I think okay now I don't know if them 98 been support them been dead.
We're not been dead.
No, but Musa them invite Musa.
Yes. Be sure later.
Yeah, so 98 they become Musa did 98. Now they we go sit down. When then thing there begin come out, you don't understand. And lots of discipline and self talk. But I tell you say the first way discipline. Number one, discipline for be attractive. Like bank, then telecommunication. Let them able support you now. But if they open the radio and money, them ala, you don't get nothing for showcase. And one simple way for showcase sports, you know that through it in the school system. Very easy for showcase sports. If you see school on grabs any sports, it's very easy for them to get support. So if you not get some technical idea, the PhD teacher at that school, they help you for put documents together. They understand? For say, get a plan, annual plan. Don't get local competition. I go get sporting discipline, no they get local. Let me they say football popular.
Okay.
Because all side of this country, you get local leagues there where they play.
Alfonso Mali, let pause for a short while and take some of the insights and before we can take break. First off, we get some discipline them we've been talked to for Yerif, but them what did they expect from the new NSA boss? So they start for listening to the chairman board of director for the Salon Cricket Association, Francis Trevor Samura. He been talk to Radio Democracy and be put this concern about what did they expect as cricket discipline.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, management and staff, the Members' Council, players, officials and fans of Cricket Sierra Leone, I wish to extend our hearty congratulations to the newly appointed Executive Director, National Sport Authority, Mr. Conte, Esquire. We look forward for a very good working relationship as it used to be with the past executive directors, especially Dr. Kenneth Primer and Dr. Emmanuel Safar-Bulai. And we also for support, especially when it comes to participation, both locally and internationally. Participation in the sense the domestic cricket competitions. We need support from government through the National Sport Authority. We also need support from the NSA for Sierra Leone's participation in various international tournaments, and more importantly, support for the infrastructural development projects we currently take place now, the Frabe College University of Sierra Leone and the Sussex in the Freetown Peninsula, because honestly and truly speaking, development of sport not limited to participation, supporting national representative sites for participate by international events. The actual focus for develop the infrastructure. For make you get a very good athlete, we go able for produce gold, silver, bronze on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. You get for create the enabling environments. You get for get the required facility, the required infrastructure we get for do it, training and playing facilities. Of course, they look forward to the NSA, therefore go beyond supporting national representative sites for go participate by international tournaments or international events. Therefore, also focus on the key area where we develop sports, the grassroots, support the grassroots, work with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education for ensure say the major sports then established na the schools and the universities. The new leadership of the NSA for put attention na the infrastructural development aspect of the sports and also the human resource. We get a foreign coach. We expect government, like what they do for the Leone Stars, for pay the coaches. They're not only the foreign coach who gets, the head coaches them of all the national representative sites. We very much look forward to the government, to the National Sports Authority, for do the same thing where they do for football, for pay with head coaches them. Then they go motivate them, go inspire them for happy for work. It will provide very good results at the end of the day. Because cricket, they suffer, we know they get support from governments with when it comes to domestic cricket competitions and when it comes to the international cricket events, we know they get support from governments. And then they don't affect we development programs adversely.
Well, that's now the chairman, board of directors, now the Salon Cricket Association, Francis Trevor Samura, inside the interview, inside today, they talk about in concern, but what they expect as cricket sports from the new executive director. We same way so talk to person from the swimming sport and the head coach for Salon Aquatic, we na Jibrila Kanu Bamba, we talk to we, but what they expect from the new ED, the National Sports Authority.
And then, really easy and really tough. Early this 2026, we get a call from the Ministry of Sports. We go do an inspection at the Shaka Stevens Stadium swimming pool, and we found out say 90% of the work done. So we hope that we go get access to that facility there for the train. So we plead to the new NSA boss, when Mr. Mohamed Al-Fakar Conte, Esquire, being able to come to the head of Sierra Leone Aquatics, because we don't happen to be one of the most deprived sporting disciplines since the closure of the stadium. We're unable to get a standard facility for training and prepare our athletes them. And since 2024, we're swimming, don't claim in Apex. Now we don't get athletes the way they represent Sierra Leone internationally, where they win medals for the country. And the winner one strong contender for represent Sierra Leone in the Commonwealth Games. So we plead for they were able to get that stadium facility they were able to prepare we athlete them well. And above all, we also want to get a national championships with the plan for do by the ending of this year. We're ending up with the swimming clubs them and also invites to the schools them, because from the schools we able to get more athletes and testimony to that two of we swimmers and where they go to Commonwealth, the boys them, John and Moses. Now from that school talent identification program there we be get them since 2020 where we be organized at the Shaka Stevens Stadium before the closure of the facility. So we the plead. And we also the asked to Mr. Mohamed Alpha Kaka Conte, Esquire, lay NSA come to yet because over the years we don't struggle for go compete by international games. Them look like the African championships we not able to go because of we not get the financial support, and athletes them we don't put them into intensive training, and if we never get the support for go to them games that day, it can be attending to the technical side. You see, it's not really easy. So with the big deal, let them come to we aid. Let them come to we aid and see how better they help. Also in the national events them where we organize the open water events them all the time. It's all on we the technical team. Now we can go out there and we have forget we support, how to organize their events. Then we know they get the support through the NSA, through the ministry. So we plead through the new sport director, they go able for come help we.
Well, that's now the head coach for Salon Aquatics, where na Jibrila Kanu Bamba inside today. They talk about waiting the Salon Aquatics sports they expect from the new NSA boss. The number 077-981-981. Now the number we go use for be part of this edition. The number again 077-981-981, where you can use now for call and make a contribution and add the voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition of the program. The number again 077-981-981. Now the number you go use 077-981-981. You can call for make your contribution and add the voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition. But what do you think say need for be done from the new NSA boss for help for sanitize the sports sector so that Salon will begin for deliver better one across all discipline them. Whilst we wait for more calls, Alfonso, you just don't listen to some of the concerns of sports and discipline. How you go react to them?
Yeah, well, we think of waiting Trevor say. Trevor is very, very senior somebody in the sporting sector. Very, very senior. Remember, from outside don't pull cricket to outside or reach. The same to swimming. From me, Coach Bob see me, they say Jibril don't come and know they all. It makes sense. Then talk about infrastructure, then talk about support and all of them things in the. But the road for get something in the, if they look say no more now, government for put all that money there, it's not the work. Sports na partnership. We now know they do marketing.
Better marketing.
Better marketing. Everybody is in a Man United jersey, where Arsenal jersey, Barcelona. You hardly see whether we local clubs there. How they reach out to them commonly for them to engage in marketing. They see match they done, then they do post-match press conference. We will get beaucoup logo them bien. They want the way they see the logo, then self them go they pay.
Okay.
Marketing strategy weak.
Alfonso, let's take the first call inside this edition of the program. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and who the call we from? Well, I think we all lost this caller. 077-981-981. We'll take another call again inside the program. 077-981-981. Now the number you go use 077-981-981. Now the number you go use. We'll take another call again. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Yes, Bakayoko. What's the contribution?
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you so much. My very good guy. But basically, what you mean is really competition. You know, they want to be the minister of sports, NSA, I think normally the sponsor, electronic, the pastor, Mr. Akozo, beginning fee, the income board, NSA. The center of Western People, it's about not feel that we want to begin, income, back people are not NSA, ministry as a whole, try for work as a team. And again, the thing when Mr. Akozo so far really endorse and appreciate her for, it's about this basketball. We all know what's the idea, the way that they put into this basketball. And I will tell you, the authority, other sporting disciplines, they really get that very tough. Very, very tough. So it will be very much fine. Let them try to endorse this, basketball, put a little bit money, even if like putting a ticket rider, so what apply here, now 1 deal or whatever, let it reflect that the account of, this basketball. It will be very much fine. It will less burden to the sporting area, which more to be specific. And of course, on the other side, then, sometimes government they come in and adjust more. The one way they go come in and they just take half, they give the other sectors. But if they say they just get for left and so, and you remain embarrassing, they get for be very much difficult to let them succeed in waiting that they anticipate for. But the other sports they don't really do well, extremely well. So for them we able to follow government on and for that we don't go to take any problem that political game than they anyhow. So instead you will come keep the house possible. So let us try for do more engagement, let the basket collect and to pass now. Until they on this particular issue. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, plenty. Thank you for your contribution. 077981982. I will take a few more calls then. But Alfonso, you listen to Bakayoko from Drazak.
Yes.
About picking up for Kantinapa and Papa Webona.
No, I don't talk Anaya.
How reach to this?
Because of pride.
So,
one green word, pride.
Yes, so one of your suggestions could mean say it is ED of the NSA need for work as the implementing body where the act GAM and also they get good relationship with the ministry.
With the ministry. It just like with Papa born picking. You dey go school. You need your parents for guide you. That body they come out of the Ministry of Sports. Now engagement, I make us one of the lacuna in that one day. Now the director of sports in the Ministry of Sports, not in the board. The minister and they go cabinet. If president will ask anything about sports, the minister they ask. They ask you with the NSA. He has no business to communicate with you. Now the president they ask the minister, say, waiting the happy under. The minister for they in the position for tell president say now ABCD. But if you do something, the ministry they know. And I'll tell you back, this new director we don't come. A girl for look inside this NSA good one. The guy director for sports participation, I think Stephen Kelfala. Now one of the one way for scrutinize that in departments at the city and because even from the TV Kenneth Bremer been dead. Stephen, listen, now one of the one the way put his acts together. No, I come. He can call Aleme and Cassidom. I don't talk this before and several times.
So why they for scrutinizing department?
Good. Because you see that department say 9 whole sports with our corporates.
For you, not only perform?
At all. Now for put spanner between the ministry and NSC. The area of later they go talk, say, don't see the minister for review act.
What do you expect from that department today? That
department they expect say this new man we don't come. If for make them know the limitation. If for make them know then carry then they talk against the ministry for say that one day wrong. The area where they talk not to the ministry, they go review documents, how they okay with the act. What do you mean? Okay. The act belongs to the ministry and go tell us say, now this act NSA forgets, now they roll that one day.
So let's take another call again inside the program. Hello, caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes. You don't understand the call we from?
My name is Joseph Kainde.
Yes, Joseph. What are the contribution?
Please, I'm going left for. Please, yes, sir.
Yes, I'll get you.
I did try for talk to the campus people. The campus people, they make sure watch against the campus. Small people when are on the edge, when they grab it back in the street, and even the driving side, not on the edge of them. Let them check on that. Let them make sure they on the edge of them. So they don't left school for this back riding here. Please.
Okay. Thank you very much. The program now Sport Update Extra and we'll just take some few calls in. Hello, caller.
How are you, sir?
No bad. Are you safe, boss?
Praise God, yeah. All the sisters, boys, I want to know what we're planning now. It's the Lions.
Okay, you go know about that, sir. Before we round up the program.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I love your program.
Okay.
Your program. Thank you for your effort, sir.
Yeah. 077-981-981 now the number you go use. 077-981-981 now the number you go use. Yes, Alfonso, you be there on your leg.
So that is suggestion we talk about this sports foundation. I'm really dwell on. So that one day the NSA director for can appeal to the ministry, let them go table in a parliament. Don this new director like what they talk, if for make them department in that corporate or that sustainable sports or participation, or let them know their role. Not so anything be quick, then go talk direct against the ministry. Let them left the executive director and the board for engage the ministry. Let them work as a professional. What when they get a review there also? I listen the comments of Stephen when I help for fuel the flame, for fan the flame between NSA and the ministry. And the same thing we do where Kenneth Brahma been there. I've been the first meeting with NSA again, I meet Chiara. Where Kenneth Brahma was the executive director. Now me this way tell Kenneth Brahma that appointed as director of sports. As not to this position you know for day. I say move now we implement this National Sports Authority. Now me they go parliament. I do press conference. Okay. Ask Musa. I put some behind the ministry until we ensure so we begin implement this NSA.
But if you don't talk about one person the NSA now, person go ask say a civil society we don't dey into sports for all of this while. You don't there and they observe some of the irregularities in sport about who that NSA not playing their right roles, ministry not playing the papa role with them for play, and it's been a while we know you then call there, but this time they talk about one person responsibility.
No, where we go to that dialogue at talker?
No, before the dialogue or
always I don't the talker. You call you where there Musa will tell you that. Then Sunday program I don't call, I don't talk this. Before Steven says I don't tell and this why they tell you so now. You don't understand? Me are very plain. Because why this new man don't come, let's sanity between the ministry and sports. Me what I put my make I'm not glad. Because maybe for leg, you understand eh? But all this now this gift where ya and ya gets and cause all of this. Me I call things by their right name. You understand? Now coach me self way should have me for leg take with him forward. But I see this so we not get any better goal for play. The decision has been done.
So
the sacrifice someone make don't make for Salone. You understand? We don't want for put some any of who reflect cut in the middle. You understand? When some of them tear cause all them thing they are so. We like me not happy we set aside.
We don't look at, but quickly, we don't look at some of the foundational issues the way for be done, for getting money and things like that. But I believe say you understand, say, with sporting sector, they lag behind when it comes to infrastructure. And I asked a question the last time from one of the press briefing na the NSA about what's in the data of government property them, when are the field them, the cuts they will get, and what's in the current plan for revive them, not to just for go build new facility, and they'll not be able to give me that one day. In the aspect of infrastructure, what you got advice?
Firstly, without infrastructure, sports not they thrive. You go tell me say athletics, it don't go down. Because the national stadium, I no more get that kind of standard track for let them train. Well, last Embo, if you expect them to come off future for go train abo, someone then get for go school, someone then get for go work. You understand? Now the standard facility I know them it. Me I get office for how many years now stadium? Ask anybody who in sports. Michael I don't inside my office them to go drink water. Okay. Most of them sabi me. So if you not get that facility for let them train, it's very difficult for let themselves understand what's inside the sports in this and perform. So the infrastructure now very, very key something.
How then for focus on this one, or what do you think say?
Now for develop infrastructure, that are predominant in our government in role. Now make I tell you for this sports foundation. You they use them come in them back. You they advertise them products. Then come in CSR. Once Allah not inside that sports then remember one time me they when I come on with them day. After said and the Mark stand in a stadium. They said be there for make the stadium look beautiful. And for do half working at the stadium because they believe so football they play, you know where they advertise themselves, they make money for their business.
So away from infrastructure, the aspect of participation for make sure say sports like the hockey, then get their own whole ball,
Facility.
then get their own competition. Where sometimes you go grab every weekend, say, I'm not fit for go na SLF for go watch this game, but I can go na this place for go watch this sporting discipline. Also, or what do you think say the new NSA boss for put strength for lay participation of sport be compelling and we begin see them visually.
Now two side. You get NSA inside, you get the association inside. Firstly, the association forget a plan. For say, I want to play na Dwazak this week. Next week, I go play na Kailaun. The other week, the NSA now go facilitate for let that one day happen. It can knock doors. It can say, hey, but grafting what I do, okay, very important. They don't ever get competition yet, but they don't get plan. I say they want play na 10 different locations. Do you una able support them for go play na Kenema? Aha! Because you don't give me a plan. But if you don't know more, you don't give me no plan. You are like, okay for play. How are they help you? Let's be realistic. How are they help you? So you forget a plan. For say this month na this I want to do. This other month na training. This other month na this. When you get that plan, NSA now for intervene for help you. Now the NSA now they look you plan and then go source out funds for you. Even if not to government. The company go ask, wait till me the benefits. You go say, okay, where then they play? I go make sure so they use the logo. Or where then they talk na radio, I go make sure so they say, now this company now it supports me. All of them thing and they. You go see say if then they design and build banner, then go put that company in logo there. People then go know say, oh, Grafting Water, they do a lot buy more of Grafting Water or this other company. Look at that. But if you don't give NSA plan, how NSA go know what you want to do? So the first thing for be with you, the association, for know what you want to do, what you want to achieve, whose plan you get. The second aspect now, NSA go inside for source support, for they do you implement your plan.
So we're almost on past time now. But as we go, in 1 minute, how you go summarize all of your expectations from the new NSA boss?
I first want to congratulate him. A very good pick, and I believe say it will make government proud. I also want to tell and say, they aware say, they in the ministry, then forget collaboration. I also want to tell and say, if impasse day, let put all the other staff there aside, they not involved, but then impasse then they. Let them be professional for manage sports. Make it left the board and the ministry for interrelate. The board chairman, now I'm former minister of sports, and be done then at that seat there. You know how collaboration between the NSA and the ministry very important. Because, let me say this now, civil society, where you can be in the Ministry of Sports. Every day, I must spend 3-4 hours in office. Now, my best friend, now we all eat. You understand? So, he knows what he means for the NSA collaborate with the ministry. And Yelenke being chairman of the NSA board, now a very good pick. Because Yelenke for a very long time, he don't do in sports. And I'm my way down to earth. You don't go see Yelenke quick, he don't flare up in temper or he say proud. We need them kind of people, then they even way within the ministry. So you know that collaboration. So if you're not staff now the NSA, know you all. Not put much per ministry fets. Now don't have to make the mistake. Be professional, work with the association them. If there are issues, let the board go rectify them with the Ministry of Sports. Now then they lead to all this out. So they take 2 steps before, we take 3 steps behind. So this new executive director, I don't begin say don't go meet the minister, they don't pledge professionalism, they don't pledge say they go coordinate, they go collaborate. Now, if you don't do that, push the ministry for carry the Sport Development Foundation for going to parliament, so money go there or resources go there for support all other registered sporting discipline under the National Sport Authority.
Alfonso Mali, plenty thank you for joining today inside this edition. Hopefully to get you from 10 to 10. And also plenty thank you to we listeners and viewers who join me inside this conversation today. We'll be left for take more calls, but we're not going able because of time. Plenty thank you to my producer Musa Kamara. We put this edition together. And also plenty thank you to my technical person on duty. We na DJ Schoolface. Mary Kamara Bangura. Make on see you live na Facebook and YouTube. But certainly next edition, me will be counting on this one. My name, Jaffa Mans Davis. Say have a nice day. Goodbye for now.